Alright guys, so I'm back in the car. I don't know where I'm going to probably use this at in a video, but regardless, I wanted to show it. So if this is like a weird cutscene or doesn't seem right in the video, sorry. This is just a little side project that I did. Recently I had went out to the salvage yard and I found a 2013, 2014 Scion FRS, and it had this aftermarket wheel on it, and I looked them up because I didn't remember the FRS having like any type of carbon fiber or any type of carbon fiber look, and sure enough, and I didn't remember this like weird kind of grip on the FRSs. And I looked it up, and sure enough, it was an aftermarket wheel that is meant to use a factory airbag. I was out there, I figured, let's go ahead and pull it. I don't know if it's going to be the same spline or anything like that, but worst case scenario, at least I'll have it, and then if I couldn't use it, then I could always sell it. So I went ahead and pulled my old steering wheel off. Now I did have like a 3rd gen MR2 steering wheel on. That one did work, but I did have to trim this column cover a little bit on the front side, like that's facing, and then also the top and the bottom. It wasn't super pretty, but I really did like that steering wheel. Had a really good feel to it, and the only downside was, obviously, I don't care because it's going to be a track car, but there was no airbag. And when I say the downside to it is because I had to remove the reel, and that let the steering wheel sit back too far, and that's really why I had to trim everything. This other wheel did not have a space for the reel to even go through or anything like that. So it kind of sucked the steering wheel back further. And I will say, after I used that wheel and tried to put this one on, the wheel was like almost locked to the column. Like, it took a lot of force. I had to get a steering wheel puller, and then I also had to smack it and shake it around and everything to get it back off. Anyway, all that to be said, the FRS wheel does fit. I'm not sure how the airbag system will work. This wheel does work. I really do like it. It is a flat bottom steering wheel. There's some wear on it and everything, but for the price that I got it for, I cannot complain whatsoever. It's a perfect wheel for the track. Personally, not a huge fan of this style where it's got this weird grippy thing on it, but looks cool, feels pretty good in your hand, and should do really well. So just an aesthetic thing, but I'm pretty happy with it. Alright guys, so we've got our FRS wheel on. I'm not sure where the last part of this video cut off at, so this is a way different day, because what happened when I went to put this nut back on was I realized that the threads had actually got screwed up a little bit from the steering wheel puller, so I had to get a tap and die set to basically rethread that to fix the damaged threads. Something that I'm going to do today, it's really simple, is just take this cruise control off. I was thinking about keeping it and trying to hook it up for, factory cruise control, but realistically, I'm not going to use it. I don't really care that much about it. So I can always keep this and then just, put it back on if I want to. In the meantime, I'm going to remove these 2 Phillips screws, this one, and then we should be able to get this cruise control out of our way. Alright, so we've got this loose. We can just poke this guy right through, it looks like. Pop that out. And we do not have cruise control on our wheel no more. There will be a little hole there, but who cares? I did run my factory reel. Obviously, I'm not going to have an airbag, so it doesn't really matter on these. I'll just kind of like tuck these behind, but I did want to have it to where I could have a horn at least. So I can plug this up, hopefully on the FRS, and we can even just tuck those back there like that, to where the airbag sits in. But that way, at least I'll have a horn, and yeah, other than that, this is the factory Yaris reel, so yeah, we should be able to make something cool out of this. All right, guys, and the steering wheel is all on. I've got my airbag back in, which is disconnected. I didn't want to take a chance of hooking it up and then deploying the bags if, for say, the resistance was different on the FRS or BRZ or 86 or whatever steering wheel you would go with. And when you hook those up, the resistance in the wire could be different, or the resistance in the airbag could be different and cause a fault. I definitely don't want the airbag going off on me just while I'm driving. Unfortunately, yes, it will turn on an airbag light up on the dash, but I really don't care because I'll end up removing the passenger bag as well. If you don't mind, please don't ask how I did this, just because I don't feel comfortable giving people advice on how to work with airbags or anything like that. You can look up how to remove this airbag from the steering wheel. There's a really short video on YouTube on how to remove this bag. I did do a suede wrap on this bag, again, because it is a dead bag. It does not work, so I do not care about the suede. If this was a good airbag, then yes, I would not recommend wrapping, doing a suede wrap or anything like that. Pulled the Scion emblem off, was able to get a nice Toyota emblem for on here, so I think it looks pretty good overall. I did end up removing the cruise control just because there was really no sense in having it for track purposes. It just would get in the way more than anything, and plus this car was not equipped with cruise when I got it originally, so they're all Yarises are pre-wired for the most part. For cruise, you might have to run like an extra wire, but like I said, for this to be on a track, I don't need cruise control. It's just another lever to get in my way. But all in all, very, very happy with how this turned out. It's been a couple week project by the time I hunted everything down that I needed. And yeah, so if you like this, please hit the like button. Leave me a comment down in the section below if you've got any questions. Like I said, anything other than airbag related, I'm happy to answer. I just don't want to put myself in a weird liability situation. This is definitely one that I say do at your own risk. If you like this, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of this content, hit the subscribe button. I try to post as often as I can. This car is getting closer and closer to being finished. And yeah, if you've got any questions aside from the airbag, just let me know right down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of this wheel. As always, guys, good luck on your projects. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.